Look, before we even get started, I know what you're thinking. Shane, Denuvo complaints are just pirate cope. And yeah, sometimes that's a real thing. I'm not going to pretend otherwise. But yeah, the performance debate. Eh, is it actually tanking your frames or is it just placebo? Honestly, probably depends on the game, right? Depends on your hardware. That argument goes in circles, and I'm not here to settle that today. What I am here to talk about is the stuff that doesn't get enough airtime, the stuff that hits legitimate paying customers, people like you and people like me. Stick around. Let's go into the Barbarella world. So, Far Cry Primal, February 2016, a decade ago. Single player open world game, no competitive multiplayer, no live service, no ongoing anything. Goes on sale constantly for like $3. Still has Denuvo. I'm not making that up. It's right there on the Steam page. Game contains Denuvo anti-tamper technology. And when somebody asked Ubisoft support directly, hey, any plans to remove this? The answer was no currently known plans to remove these requirements. A 10-year-old $3 single player game. Still phoning home. Still requiring periodic check-ins with Denuvo servers to let you play something you bought. That's not pirate cope. That's just ugly. Now, here's the thing that most people don't know about Denuvo, and I mean most people, including a lot of people who bought the game. It's not the game's DRM. Like, Steam already has DRM. Ubisoft Connect already has DRM. Denuvo is a wrapper on top of that. An extra layer baked directly into the game executable. Not a separate app you can uninstall, not something you can opt out of. You bought the game, you got the Denuvo. Nobody asked you. I'm sure it's buried in the EULA somewhere. Anyway, the thing is, Denuvo needs to phone home periodically. Roughly every couple of weeks, but nobody knows. It checks in with Denuvo's servers and refreshes what they call an offline token. No check-in, no token. No party, no pooper. No token. Well, we'll get to that. Here's where it gets real. Steam Deck. Hell, any portable game system. Valve built this thing, and it's great, specifically so you can take your Steam library and go play on the couch, play on the plane, play wherever. And because it runs Linux, it uses something called Proton, a compatibility layer. I got a video right up there that makes Windows games run on it. And Proton works really well until Denuvo shows up. See, Denuvo has a hard limit. 5 system activations per 24-hour window. Hit that limit and you're locked out for 24 hours. Your game that you paid for won't launch. Now, on Windows, that's basically impossible to hit accidentally. But on the Steam Deck, Legion Go, that limit is a trap. Every time you swap Proton versions, and you will swap Proton versions, because you're trying to get a new game running. Right? That's literally what you're supposed to do. Denuvo counts it as a new system. New activation burned. And it gets worse. Moving from your PC to your Steam Deck, well, that's 2 activations gone immediately. Hardware change, OS change, ding ding, 2 down, 3 to go. At the Doom the Dark Ages launch, recent, this year, someone ran the game on default Proton 1 time, switched to experimental 1 time, and somehow burned through all 5 activations. Locked out, game they just bought, launch day, 24 hours until they get to play it again. The pirated version, 0 of those problems, right? Now look, the lockout is 24 hours. It resets, I know, but here's the thing. It resets on Denuvo's clock, not yours. And that's the least of the long-term problems. Those servers, run by a company called Iderto, I don't know, who bought Denuvo back in 2018. They're a company. Companies make decisions. Companies get acquired. Companies shut things down. The day those servers go offline, and that's pretty much a when, not if, every game that still has Denuvo at that moment in time and never got a patch to remove it becomes a question mark. Actually, it's not a question mark. It probably won't work. Maybe it still works. Maybe the offline token still validates, but probably not. Nobody knows because Denuvo doesn't exactly publish their contingency plan on what happens to your game library when we close. Valve said, we'll just unlock everything when we close. Something to think about. I've got games from the 90s that still work. Half-Life, Quake, stuff from when I was running a BBS in my bedroom. Works fine, no servers required, nobody's permission needed. Far Cry Primal came out 10 years ago. And I genuinely do not know if it'll work in another 10 years. That should bother you. Even if you don't care about Far Cry Primal, let's be honest, the principle of the matter should bother you. I don't know why it doesn't. And here's the part that really gets me. Publishers will tell you, Denuvo's just protecting the launch window, first 30, 60 days. That's where all the money's at. Pirates can't crack it in time. Sales are protected. Everybody wins. Yay! Honestly, fine. I get the business logic. If you can protect it for 60 days, you'll get all that money. But that's sort of a misnomer in itself, right? If your piracy cope is really the situation here, it doesn't matter. But Far Cry Primal shipped in 2016. Ubisoft made their money on Far Cry Primal a long time ago. The Denuvo license at this point is protecting nothing. It's just still there. Because Ubisoft, get this, apparently has a perpetual license deal. So nobody's going to write a patch to remove it. Who cares? It's not costing them any money. So you've got a situation where the publisher stopped caring. The window the DRM was supposed to be protecting closed years ago, and the only people left holding the bag are the people who bought the game legitimately. Pirates? They cracked it almost a year after release. They've moved on. They're fine. If you want to put Denuvo on your game, Sega, you can either drop the price in half or lower. That's the price I'm willing to swallow your limitation, Swill. Or you can wait for my money until you drop Denuvo. And if that day never comes, well, don't think for a minute that Johnny Depp and I aren't going to eat your lunch, because now the problem is you. Anyway, physical media looks better and better every day. And it's a shame that in gaming, our physical media options are circling the drain too. And I'm looking right at you, Nintendo. So if this got you fired up, thumbs up, leave a comment. I'm curious how many of you have actually hit that Denuvo lockout on Steam Deck, because I know it's happened. I've seen the threads. And yes, I have also been a victim. Pay the $3 for Far Cry Primal if you want. It's actually a decent game. Just know what you're buying. Oh, and if you see me playing Crimson Desert, I didn't pay for it. I got a free copy. Great game, and I'll buy a proper copy when Denuvo is gone, or it hits $30, whatever comes first. That's what I'm willing to pay. I'm Shane R. Monroe. Thanks so much for watching. Hey, listen, if you've got the hype option on your phone underneath this video, go ahead and tap that. It helps out the channel, helps out the video. Thanks so much for watching. Take care, and we'll see you next time.